Alright, we are in for another media discernment video. This time, I'll not mention it, but this time is a Nicki Minaj video. This one's called Diamonds, and this is from 2012 and by the Island Def Jam music group. But anyhow, as I was going to say, I'll say it anyway. I'm doing this differently now, so I'm not going to have it like jump me to somewhere else because of my hotkey. For when I start the video, I use a hotkey, and it sends me elsewhere in Word. So I'm doing it differently now, so I can stay on the same thing I'm doing. I'm doing it on an individual instead of just like a whole giant list of things. But anyhow, let's get into this media discernment. So what does the title tell us? What does that title tell us? To me, it sounds like this is materialistic, and that ain't gonna do you no good. You know, all this stuff, it don't matter when you die. All this temporary materialism stuff, you can't take it with you or anything like that. But and certainly not when heaven and earth are remade in the end by God. So anyhow, let's get on to this. So yeah, materialism ain't gonna do you no good. If you're just living for diamonds, you got a pretty sad life. So anyhow, so I noticed black finger marks, black marks on her fingers. So those later on I saw they're obviously tattoos. And what do we got to say about tattoos? Well, Leviticus 19:28 says, "You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord." So we have that, and then there's a shot where she is rolling diamonds into like a cigarette, or like I guess drugs, I would also suspect, but I'm not sure. The old style method, you could like roll your own cigarettes and stuff. That I've seen that even in the Stooges and stuff like that. So but I don't know, it's just pushing that materialism, addicted on materialism and the temporary, and whatever the case, cigarettes, drugs, whatever, rolling it up, smoking it, whatever, materialism, whatever. So there's shoulder tattoo, more tattoos. Rihanna goes, or Rihanna, is this a Rihanna video? Oh, it might be Rihanna. I have Rihanna in my note. I thought it was a Nicki Minaj one. Oh well. I guess I got a bunch of stuff jumbled. I guess I'll see after this and I'll title it properly. But anyhow, so Rihanna or Nicki, whoever it was, goes topless. Doesn't show very much at that point. And then there's just, as I said, there's just a materialism push, addiction, and seduction, making it seductive. Materialism and addictions, certain portrayals of things. She lights the diamond cigarette to smoke it. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Just an addiction to I guess materialism. But I guess I'll go off one thing here. So we go to 1 Peter 2:11. "Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul." Alright, so now shows Rihanna smoking, yeah, promotion of addiction, materialism. Meanwhile, her body sinking in water, maybe symbolic of falling into addiction and possibly dying, aka the sinking and the going underwater bit. There's various more naked Rihanna shots of her upper body and a bit of her chest area, of course, because they can't get views without making it completely crazy sexual. And there's earrings, necklace, all sorts of typical stuff like that, jewelry. But yeah, but in regards to earrings, back to Leviticus 19:28, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So there's more tattoos. Weird. There's a weird sexual grip, drag away of like hand on arm. They're just sexualizing everything. Everything has to be sexualized, or they can't get views. If it's not, it just can't. It just can't be, you know, a hand touching a hand. It's just, they just gotta have all these crazy sexual implications and movements. Every single frame has to be sexual. Even the way they just are looking at the camera all the dang time. That's a thing that's become blatantly obvious in all of these, is they have to look just so at the camera a certain way to get views from men. So it's just over the top. Anyhow, they are showed chased on a road by a car, so that might be promoting kind of idiocy, I don't know. Shaved off the side of her hair, promotion of what's cool. No, that's punky, rebellious-y stuff, and that's been warped to be what's cool. It's kind of like even with you know, hats, wearing hats backwards, even though, you know, there's the perspective of and the perception of, hey, that's cool how they're wearing it. It's not how it was intended. Therefore, it is, you know, kind of by definition rebellious. So that's my thought on it. There's a subtle pyramid hand symbol, which is New World Order hierarchy symbolism stuff. And then there's a shot of her chest, of course. A horse appears. The girl has a wool top but shows her back side. Her back, not her back side, her back. Exposing her back. Dead horse returns alive. Fiery rose. I don't know what all that means. I don't know, and this is just based off the video. This is not based off the lyrics. There's a shot of her showing off her chest, showing off cleavage, showing off in a tight top thing, so much so that it's almost see-through, I suspect. More cleavage shots. Really, 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 really? Do you have to do all that? Do you have to sell out to get views like that? Come on. Come on. You don't have to be like that. Just create some clean content, please. Whoever this was, whether it was Rihanna or Nicki Minaj. I think it was Rihanna because I have that in my notes. So, I was thinking this was Nicki Minaj, so maybe this is actually Rihanna. So anyhow, that might be just a minor botch. Who cares? We're keeping it in. No big deal. So, fiery riot police. That's telling us chaos stuff. That's also like a New World Order type thing, which is out of the chaos they bring their own order. So out of designed chaos they bring the order. So that could be even a subtle thing about even the video itself and what they're pushing. Out of the chaos and garbage that they're pushing, they can gain order. If everything gets bad enough, they can bring about their own solution to what's good, and it's not good. More smoking, of course. Fiery rose, Rihanna on the water, fiery human entity, and then there's a chest shot, of course. So that's pretty much it. It was fairly short, I guess, in comparison to other videos that I'll do and have done, but that's pretty much all there is. So yeah, it's just, it's just all of it is just sexual movements. It just, plain and truthfully, they wouldn't get the views if it wasn't completely sexualized and her showing off her body. If it was just the music, or if it was a clean content music video, for Pete's sake. But anyhow, this is disgusting. This is just what I get so agitated about off camera, and I want to do more about. But it's just an absolute sexualization of youth. This gets seen in the eyes of the youth, and then they can't unsee it. So, and it was also kind of the promotion of smoking and tattoos and all that garbage. So they want you to get addicted, and I say stay the heck away from those and serve God somehow. Do something good. But anyhow, this I wrote it down. 843 million views. 843 million. I'll probably never get a video that has 1 million views, and this has 843 million. I probably won't even get one that has 500 or a quarter of a million. Not even maybe 100,000 or 10,000 or 5,000. But for some reason this, because it was so sexualized, I suspect, that they can get this many views. What this is a disaster of an influence to men, and this is a disaster of an influence for women. Men, in terms of tempting them to watch the video because of how sexualized it is and her showing off her body, but horrible for young women as well, for looking for a role model and seeing this. That's horrible. You can't pick that as a role model to be tempting men with videos online and showing off your body for money. No, not in a music video. No, we need to have better role models out there for people to pick, and that'll help stuff. But 843 million views, that's not good. So anyhow, I'm just pointing out bad content. I want to do a world more of this. I always will to do more. We're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. All of them. I'm gonna be going whatever. Whoever is a singer who's doing trash content in their music videos, I'm gonna be plowing through those and doing videos on those one at a time. All it takes is one at a time. We'll expose it for the garbage content that it is. And here's another verse on temptation. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There hath no temptation taken you but such as is common to man, but God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So I should do a video on that sometime, because that's a very good verse. You have the option of choosing to go along with the addiction, and that it messes your mind to stay in that. But if you also have the option of escape, deviating from it and normalizing apart from it. So anyhow, but this has been a media discernment on I guess Rihanna's music video Diamond, not Nicki Minaj. I thought it was Nicki Minaj. So Rihanna. Alright, so I hope you have earned yourself an MD from this, media discernment. It's just a funny joke I kind of do. But anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more media discernment videos. I think I'll make another one as I'm just uploading some stuff. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more media discernment stuff. I will see you up ahead. Take your cool.